Almighty God, we gather this evening hour to conduct the business of the city. We offer our prayer for our mayor, for the president, for the members of the city council, and for all in authority. Grant unto them a sense of justice, strength, and wisdom as they perform their duties on behalf of all our people. We commend this nation, our law enforcement, our fire and rescue, and our people to thy merciful care, and being guided by thy divine providence, we may dwell secure in thy peace. Remember those upon a bed of affliction, comfort those who mourn. Hear our prayer in thy name. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, will you call the roll, please?
Miss Nicholas?
Here.
Mr. Les?
Here.
Miss Crary?
Here.
Mr. Smalls?
Here.
President Ricks?
Here.
Mayor Mel?
Number 5 on our agenda is the approval of the minutes of the 24th meeting on January the 12th of 15. Are there any additions or corrections to those minutes? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
Mr. President.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion second. Madam Clerk?
Mr. Smalls?
I vote yes.
Miss Crary?
Yes.
Miss Nicholas?
Yes.
Mr. Les?
Yes.
President Ricks?
Here, yes. At this time, we'll have the report of the mayor and city council, and I'll start with Mr. Smalls.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'll be very brief. I had the opportunity on January 22nd to attend the National Mentoring Month celebration held at Dwight Eisenhower. Held at Dwight Eisenhower Middle School, and although I couldn't stay there for the entire event, I thought it was a very moving event to see not only all of the young people who were there, who were being mentored, but seeing the actual mentors that included Principal Jones from Laurel High School, members from Prince George's County government, and educators who were also there, as well as members of our police department, our chief and other members of our department were also there, represented as mentors. Aside from that, that's pretty much my report, Mr. President. Thank you.
Ms. Crary?
Thank you, Mr. President. On the 16th, along with my colleagues and the mayor, we laid a wreath at the Peace Pole out front for honoring Martin Luther King, and our Valerie from the mayor's office sang, and several people spoke, and the mayor called upon us to donate our time on the Martin Luther King holiday. On the 18th, I attended Sing for King, and there was wonderful singing this year, and also wonderful speakers, and that was at the Laurel High School. And on the 23rd, I attended the grand reopening of Oliver's Restaurant on Main Street, and my congratulations go out to Randy and Lenny and Georgine, and I wish them much success. This past Saturday, I attended the MML board meeting in Annapolis as we lay out our plans for the upcoming new legislative session. And uppermost and foremost on our list is obtaining our full reinstatement of our HUR funds, which the governor has promised us. So we'll be looking out for that. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Mr. Les?
Thank you, Mr. President. Just one item. On Wednesday, January 14th, attended the Tucson River Commission meeting, was held at WSSC. They were hosting. We had a full complement of commissioners, and we'll soon be receiving a report from a study group at Tucson River Commission that's looking at several issues as far as discharges from the waste plants. And as soon as that is available, we'll be sending it out, and I'll make sure that the council gets a copy of it. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Ms. Nicholas?
Thank you. Only thing I have to report is I've been volunteering at the winter shelters that are moving throughout the city of Laurel. Thank you.
I thank you. I want to announce that the council has picked up on an issue that used to be done by the Welcome Wagon here in Laurel. And for those of us that have been around for a number of years, we are going to start to reach out to the new homeowners that are in the city. And we're going to be sending them some information about the city and the mayor and city council and how our different committees work. So as we find out on a weekly basis about the home sales, which appear to be really going up in the city, we're going to be reaching out to them and sending them information about our police department, about the city, and all the how government works here in the city of Laurel, and welcoming them to our vibrant city. With that being said, Mayor Mo.
Thank you, Mr. President. A couple things. Let me offer condolences to Bobby Bolton, who's longtime career member of the Laurel Volunteer Fire Department, Prince George County Fire Service, and longtime Laurelite here, passed away. And there'll be a memorial service for Bobby on February the 8th at Donaldson's. We don't have the time yet. They're still working on that, but did want to acknowledge Bobby and his family. His son used to work here at the city of Laurel as well. Also, speedy recovery to Brad Holmes and to our electrical inspector, Mike Thomas, who's a little bit under the weather as well. The Sing for King program went very well at the Laurel High School. I want to thank them and all the volunteers for their continued efforts and support to make sure that this program continues. You did hear about the reef laying by the city employees. Again, want to thank them for their participation, and members of the council as well. I want to thank the chief for attending the Lovely Ladies National Mentoring Month celebration, which was at Eisenhower last week. They made a presentation, a surprise award to Corporal Johnson, for his work that he does in mentoring and all the work he does in the police department. I want to thank Celeste for her continued support and all the Lovely Ladies work that they do in the city. We did attend the grand opening of Oliver's, and a couple of announcements. The Buffalo Wild Wings grand opening will be on February the 6th over at the Town Center Laurel. And then want to remind everyone, weather's going to be a little bit bad tonight, tomorrow morning. Take your time, drive with care, and you can follow us on Facebook, on our website, or Twitter. The information on what the city's doing in the streets, conditions, those types of things, is posted pretty regularly. So with that said, Mr. President, that's all I have. Thank you. We do have a couple presentations we want to make, excuse me, to Bormel, Rice, and Hewitt. They were named one of the best accounting firms to work for. Wish we could have got that here. For the second consecutive year. Larry Bormel is here. We want to acknowledge that. We want to thank them for their continued service in the city of Laurel. They've been a long time business here in Laurel, been very involved in the city. Have a lot of their staff that volunteer for a lot of different things here. So Larry, why don't you come on up? This is in recognition of being named one of the best accounting firms to work for a second consecutive year. Congratulations on behalf of the mayor and city council and for your continued success. We don't give these out too often. This is a special occasion. This is our challenge coin with our city seal, which we're very proud of. We want to present that to you and your employees and ask you to say a few words. Congratulations. Very much. Appreciate it.
Mr. Mayor and City Council members, thank you very much for this recognition. Bormel, Grice, and Hewitt have been proudly in the city of Laurel for 47 years. We hope to be here for at least another 47 years. our firm. We're very proud of our firm. Not only were we recognized as one of the top 100 firms in the country to work for, but we were actually the 14th best firm in the country to work for. So we were very, very thrilled with that. I just want to also add that our 23 employees of our firm, the average tenure with us is 16 years, which I think is pretty rare these days with people moving around different jobs. So I share this recognition with all of our employees, with my partners, Kathy Grice, Anna Hewitt, and our newest partner, Ray Plummer. And I just also want to mention a couple very long-time tenured employees of ours that have been with us at least 25 years, which includes Brenda Cummings and Mike Myers in our tax department, and Marlene Collins, our administrator, who's wonderful, Betty Ann Sanders. A lot of you may know her as Betty Ann Robinson, former Mayor Joe Robinson's daughter, who's been with us about 30 years, and Anna Hewitt and Kathy Grice have been with us over 35 years. So it's a wonderful crew. We're very proud to be part of the City of Laurel. Thank you very much.
Thank you again, Larry, and thank you for all the work that you all continue to do for the city of Laurel. The next is to Vince McAvoy. Vince, why don't you come on up? Vince is a longtime member of our Ethics Commission. He has served for 16 years on our Ethics Commission. It's not the most exciting commission and committee that we have, but he's done it. He's done it outstanding. He's done it with dignity, and we appreciate all that you have done for the past 16 years. Sent a letter asking him to see if he wanted to be reappointed one last time or one more time. Vince, you're retired from Prince George's County. How long have you been now? About 15 years? Corrections, right? 10 years. So he's retiring for good, but we'll see him around the community. He always walks his dogs in the area. And Vince, again, we want to thank you for all that you've done, and a very important commission here in the city of Laurel. You all have moved that to the next level. And we wanted to acknowledge that in recognition of your outstanding contribution to the city of Laurel for 16 years, dedicated service to the City of Laurel Ethics Commission. On behalf of the Mayor and City Council, again, we want to present you with one of our challenge coins. It has our seal, which we're very proud of, and I guess you won't have to disclose this. You'll be okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'd just like to say that it's been an honor and a privilege to be able to serve on the Ethics Commission all these years. And I also want to say that I thoroughly was pleased throughout those years to work with the mayor and the city council. They've supported us, our mission, and they've responded to our requests, and it's been a very nice experience. So thank you very much.
Thank you again. Appreciate it. Let me ask Marty Fleming to come up.
Good evening. Mr. McCini, can I invite you up front, please? For those of you who don't know, Jim McCini has been a volunteer for the City of Laurel for quite some time. I really can't count the years, but I first became involved with Jim McCini when I started serving as the executive for the Historic District Commission, and I can tell you that Jim's stewardship of the Historic District Commission has been outstanding. Jim also volunteered to commit time for the Emergency Services Department. He's a member of the Citizens Police Academy alumni, and he also was one of the earlier members of the City of Laurel CERT team, Community Emergency Response Team. Jim has, unfortunately for us, Jim has notified us that he is stepping down from his service in the CERT program. We will miss him. I can tell you that sometimes when our CERT team has been called out. I'd swear that Jim sleeps in his clothes, because as soon as we make the phone calls, you turn around and Jim is there. He's always been there for the city of Laurel, and we certainly appreciate his appearance and his performance for the city. To my left here is the current president of the CERT team, Joseph Babula. And tonight we would like to recognize your service with the CERT team and present you with this plaque. This plaque says, "For faithful service presented to James B. McCabe in recognition of your many years of dedicated service and contributions to the City of Laurel Community Emergency Response Team." Tenure was October of 2009 to November of 2014. Thank you very much, Jim.
Thank you.
We will miss you.
Hold on, not yet. Sorry. No. Let me also congratulate Jim. We also have one of our challenge coins that we want to present to Jim McCabe. As you heard, he's involved in many different organizations and many different things here in city government. He's one that you can always count on. I want to acknowledge your services. One of the things that I always see Jim at, and many others that are volunteering, is when the police do our sobriety checkpoints. It's midnight. I'm kind of heading out back home. Jim and all of them are standing there continuing to serve, and we appreciate that. Want to acknowledge that. So, Jim, on behalf of the Mayor and City Council, we want to acknowledge this tonight and present you with one of our challenge points as well.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Good evening, and thank you for this. Thank you for this. And I think I really only have one thing to say, and that CERT is not a very important organization unless you need them. And when you need them, you have to have them. The group, since I've been with them, has been an extraordinary group. They're dedicated, and it's been a joy working with them. And thank you very much, Marty, and your whole group, and Joseph. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. That concludes our presentation.
At this point, it's 7:18, and I'll open the general public hearing. Is there anyone wishing to speak? And I have signed up April Doyle. Come forward.
You're going to have to turn that mic on right up front. You'll see the green
See
light
the
come on.
little button there? There you go.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, City Council, for the opportunity to speak tonight. My name is April Doyle, and my business partner, Janet, unfortunately is under the weather tonight. She's not able to be here. We would like to introduce ourselves as the new owners of the Magnificent Body Yoga, Pilates, and a whole lot more studio, which is right behind this building in 8101 Suite 220. The former owner is Carl Powell, and he is pursuing his dreams in sunny Hawaii, which is the place to be tonight. Johnette is our health and wellness coach who trains clients one-on-one and also kicks their butt in group classes. And I was watching her class just this other day, just recently, and the clients were glowing from the inside out and were doing much more than they ever anticipated. A little bit about myself. I've been, over the past 10 years, have been helping my clients transform their bodies and minds by making food and fitness fun. And I also have my own in-home personal training business since 2010 as well. So our main purpose in speaking here tonight is to invite the City of Laurel, Mr. Mayor, and the City Council to join us February 7th from 9 to 2 p.m. as we open up the studio for free classes for our Open Your Heart Open House. February. Space is limited, so I encourage you to sign up for classes early at themagnificentbody.com. And if you're unable to make that event and would like to check out the studio at another time, you can feel free to contact us, and we'll be happy to help you set up a health coaching session or a free session, and that is for everybody. So come try us out on February 7th, and we know you'll love the space and you'll love your magnificent body. And thank you again for this time. I have flyers if anybody should.
Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Ms. Doyle. Is there anyone else wishing to speak before the city council tonight on any subject? Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing at 7:21. Mayor Mo, you have some appointments.
Thank you, Mr. President. A couple of mayoral appointments. Dennis Whitley, Ethics Commission, which will be the legal counsel. Ken Dahms for the Ethics Commission. Bill Wellford, the Planning Commission. James Agbai, the Youth Services Committee. James is in the back. And G. Rick Wilson, the Planning Commission. Rhonda Whitley is in the back. Have two for her, the Chief Judge for the Board of Election Supervisors, as well as the Youth Services Commission, and then Craig Frederick, the Youth Services Commission. I'd ask for your support and approval.
Thank you. Any other questions from the council?
Mr. President, I move for approval of the nomination, mayoral appointments as stated.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Madam Clerk?
Mr. Laz?
Yes.
Mr. Smalls?
I vote yes.
Ms. Nicholas?
Yes.
Ms. Crary?
Yes.
President Ricks?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. President. I don't know if any of y'all would like to say anything since you were confirmed. You don't have to, but thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you all very much for
Thank you for your
serving.
service.
We'll move forward to item number 9. This is second public hearing with possible action on Resolution 1-15, a resolution to rescind the certain easement granted by the mayor and city council of Laurel, Maryland, as contained in a deed of easement dated the 13th day of November 1978 with Lucille Hull McCabe, her successors and assignees, as the purpose of the easement no longer exists, and the easement is revocable by the mayor and city council by resolution. This is the second public hearing, and do we have any questions, or do we care to take action? Any discussion? I'll hear a motion. Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't opened the public hearing at 7:23. Anybody wish to speak on the item? Seeing none, close the public hearing at 7:23. I'll call for a motion.
Mr. President, I move that we approve resolution number 1-15 as read into the record.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Madam Clerk?
Mr. Smalls?
I vote yes.
Ms. Crary?
Yes.
Ms. Nicholas?
Yes.
Mr. Laz?
Yes.
President Ricks?
Yes.
Mayor Mel?
I'll concur.
Item number 10, the second public hearing with possible action on Resolution 2-15, a resolution to approve a tax credit application for Olive on Main. I'll open the public hearing at 7:24. Is anyone wishing to speak? Seeing none, closing at 7:24. What's the pleasure of the council?
Mr. President, I move for the approval of the resolution to approve the economic development tax credit Olive on Main 504-506 Main Street as provided for in section 16-6 of the Laurel City Code.
Thank you, Mr. Les. Is there a second?
Second.
Have a second. Madam Clerk?
Mr. Laz?
Yes.
Ms. Nicholas?
Yes.
Ms. Crary?
Yes.
Mr. Smalls?
I vote yes.
President Ricks?
Yes.
Mayor Mel?
I'm going to concur. I want to thank council. This is the first tax credit that we've done under our program for the business community, especially on the Main Street area. This is a 60% for 3 years. So again, I want to thank the council, and I hope this continues to keep businesses on the street as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Item number 11, this is the second public hearing with possible action on ordinance number 1828, an ordinance to amend certain project budgets for FY 2015 through FY 2020 of the Capital Improvements Program. This is the second second reading. I'll call the public hearing open at 7:25. Is there anyone wishing to speak? Seeing none, I'll close it at 7:25. What's the pleasure of the council?
Mr. President,
Yes.
I recommend approval of the ordinance number 1828 to amend the budget.
Thank you, Mrs. Curry. Do I have a second?
Second.
Have it, Mrs. Velez. Madam Clerk?
Ms. Crary?
Yes.
Mr. Les?
Yes.
Ms. Nicholas? Mr. Smalls?
I vote yes.
President Ricks?
Yes.
Mayor Mo?
Is there any other business to come before the council tonight? Seeing none, thank you all for coming. Good evening.